Hello everybody, welcome to Video Game Updates. It's a fairly new section where I really like to keep you guys updated on what's going on with the games I covered. Specifically the games that are online, of course. Online gameplay like World of Tanks, that's still going on. Gameplay like MechWarrior Online Legends, that's still going on. Not games that are out of date, that have now long since been terminated, that I tried to resurrect in previous episodes. These games are still going on. The next update I'm going to give you guys is Robocraft, because I have to hear from them first before I drop a video down and have it not work. I want to hear from them directly. So until you hear back from them about what's going on with the game, I'm holding at that and just leaving the last video where it's at. So moving on, MechWarrior Online. March of 2025. What is MechWarrior Online up to? Let's find out. Now remember, whenever you come in this game, you log in, right? As soon as you log in, the first thing you look out for is what the window that pops up. See if there's anything special going on. If it's the same shit, then you march right to the special events section. Let's get in there first, then I'll explain more. Before it gets too late here and my brain starts to go, I figured let me get this done now. The loading in this game is really ridiculous. It takes a while. Okay, this is the first thing you're gonna see. Pay very close attention to this, because this sometimes will give you an idea on what's going on. Sometimes I'll let you know what's on sale. They'll let you know what's new, what new chassis are new. I would like to cover the Fire Moth, but I have to actually own it first. It's extremely expensive. And unless it's in the store, in world, I won't buy it. So, right now it's only on special order on the website, and I'm not paying real money for that. Not a chance. Okay, now. Obviously, there's nothing new going on other than the patch notes, which I think I went over in a previous episode on Let's Play. I think I went over the patch notes. You're gonna see that flashing once in a while. It's always a good idea to check and see what's going on, even if it's nothing. See, it's nothing. Even if there's nothing going on, it's always good to check anything that's flashing. Always a good idea. If something's flashing, click it to see what's going on, what's new. This is glistening. This is obviously new. Nothing new going on over here. Nothing new going on down here. That we already saw. Okay, let's check the event queue. They're having an event called Solaris Reborn. Now, if you have no idea what Solaris is, Solaris is basically the, to give you a basic idea, Solaris, let's go back to the days of the, before all this began, before the clans started invading. It was their Star League. The Star League was in party and in charge of the entire universe. And at the heart of the Star League was Solaris. Solaris 7 is a planet that's dead smack in the middle of the inner sphere. Solaris frequently was the home base for all of the inner sphere. All of them would meet there and, have cordial conversations and have friendly competitions. They would use the battle mechs to have friendly competitions against each other, like versus matches, see who would be a better pilot. In other words, keep the skills going. Friendly competitions are a good way to keep your skills up. There was absolutely no need to have a large army, so people would just have friendly competitions. It would keep the pilot's skills fresh. And at the same time, it would give the houses an opportunity to possibly build new mechs, maybe, to compete in said competitions. Hence Solaris 7's versus mode that they had back in the novels. Now, where is it in this game, you ask? I mean, granted, there's a mech pack out there. If you go on their website, they sell a mech pack of 4 mechs, Inner Sphere mechs. It says Solaris Mech Pack. Okay, they have a mech pack for Solaris, but where is Solaris? It's not here. Now they have Solaris Reborn. Well, little by little, they're starting to gain interest in Solaris. If more people are interested in Solaris, they might actually create the Versus mode. This game was supposed to have a Versus mode. The button for it was supposed to be right here. It's supposed to say Solaris. It's supposed to have it would immediately zip you to Planet Solaris. And have the arena and stuff like that. And you'd have your mech. You'd choose your mech that you wish to compete in with. Get it ready. And you'd verse other players. That's what Solaris was for. People would go there, meet, talk, friendly conversations, and have friendly competitions versus each other. 1-on-1, 10 versus 10, whatever. In fact, the arena, well, one of the many arenas is already in this game. When we're done covering Solaris Reborn, I will go in quick play real quick and try to show you guys that arena. Okay, guys? I will do my best to show you guys that the only thing that they put in this game that has to do with Solaris. Well, there's 2 things that they put in this game that has to do with Solaris. 3 if you include the mech pack. They include one of the many arenas. They also included the mech packs with all the sponsorships. And they also include Solaris City, which hosts the Solaris Arena, which obviously is not in this game. But Solaris Reborn, what this is, my guess, is trying to show more interest for the Solaris name. If more people show interest in the Solaris name, then eventually down the road they will include Solaris Virtual Mode in the game. Right now, they need to create interest in Solaris. Okay, guys? If enough people are interested in this, then sure enough, it will be a thing. Okay? Now, this is only, apparently this is only assault mechs, which means that assault mechs only. So I have to choose what assault mech I want. And I'm going to choose my Solaris 7 mech because that one is already ready for combat. That mech was hand built and ready for combat 1v1. So this one says Solaris Reborn Assaults Only Day 2 Steiner Coliseum. That's one of the many arenas that they had available. Steiner Coliseum is one of the many that they have available. Each of the inner sphere has their own Coliseum. And this happens to be the Steiner Coliseum. So the fact that I'm picking an Atlas, that states a lot. So that's like saying, there you go. So let's see how it is. Let's see if it's anything like, let's see if this is a taste of things to come. Hopefully the long-awaited entrance of the Solaris. See, there's no picture. There's no picture of the Coliseum yet. Why? Because it doesn't exist in the game. This is a map that only exists in the game, but they're unlocking it only for this event. If Solaris 7 was a thing, this would be readily available in Solaris 7. The fact of the matter is, it's not.
Online.
Obviously, this is going to be a one-on-one competition.
Online.
So,
All systems.
obviously, I'm going to suck because I'm not used to one-on-one battles with this thing.
No matter the cost.
The fact of the matter is, one-on-one competitions I'm not used to playing one-on-one competitions with this in this game. I know of the Solaris battles, but I don't really know much about the one-on-one competitions. See, now, one-on-one competitions are hard because it's all about concentration. So, if you see me talking less, that's because I'm trying to concentrate. So, the fact that it's only 1 versus 1, I mean, I'm used to 1v1 in a lot of games, but I'm not used to one-on-one.
Target acquired.
Of course I had to overheat. Come on, you bastard.
Come in. Control the surface. Can anyone read?
1v1 is hard, because unless your mech is fully prepared, this is going to happen. Overheated. If you overheat, you'll die. End of story. The big issue with the Solaris 7 pack, with the Solaris 7 upgrade, was this. This is the reason why the 1v1 didn't happen. Because so many people would just overheat and have no opportunity to cut the overheating process down. And this is a stock mech, by the way. I did nothing to it. Maybe what we should do is go back in the mech lab, knowing what we know and knowing what's going to happen. Let's go back in all the Solaris 7 mechs. Let's go back in to the mech lab and let's try to solve that problem once and for all. Okay, guys? Let's try to do our best to solve that problem. Okay, it overheated. Why did it overheat? Let's find out why. First off, 1v1 competitions. You're not going to see many long-range missiles. So, I should take those out. So let's see what we can do. Let's remove the missiles. Let's remove the AMS. Let's see what we can do as far as missiles goes. We could do rocket launchers. Or we can go in the spirit of Steiner and just go put a Thunderbolt on there. Of course, where would an Atlas be without a Thunderbolt in there? May as well. Why not? Put a Thunderbolt in. Thunderbolt deals big damage. We're talking big damage, but medium range. So, no narcs, no tags, no Animus. Okay, you cannot have narcs, tags, or Animus. So standard guidance systems. This is only for straight ahead fighting. That's it. Okay, now the thing is we need to work on heat. Heat is a really big deal. So let's see what we can do about that. Let's add double heat sinks. Hopefully the double heat sinks should help. Okay. More double heat sinks is better. Always more. When you're doing 1v1, the most double heat sinks you can fit, the better off you'll be. Alright, now we have All double heat sinks we can fit in here. Now let's try to work on, can we improve the armor even more than it already is? Maybe? A little bit. Not much. A little bit though. Okay. So that's all I can do. Now let's try to think about what we have here and what can we do to make it better. We can put a bigger thunderbolt, or use same bigger thunderbolt and use more ammo, or we could use this ammo we have for this LBX and just keep it at that. Technically, this should have the ammo in it because that is the case. That is the case. That should have a case because there's ammo in there. But unfortunately, that XL engine is killing us. Maybe we could replace the XL. If we replace the XL engine, we're going to lose the 2 heat sinks that we have in down here. We don't want to lose that. XL engines carry heat sinks in them. It helps to keep the heat down. Now, the threshold to prevent it from shutting down is equal to the amount of heat sinks you have in the engine. If the engine does not have any heat sinks in it, it's going to heat up quicker and faster. The fact that we have 2 double heat sinks in there, the engine is going to cool down faster. Okay, your large lasers. These are regular lasers. Let's see if your large lasers are any different. Your medium lasers are pretty much the same as the regular lasers. So let's put the ERs in there. Hopefully that should help. Okay, 2 ER medium lasers and 2 ER large lasers. Okay. We could squeeze one more thunderbolt right there. We could do that. In fact, let's try to do that. Let's see. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ammo. Each ammo store holds 23 shots. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 100 shots. We have approximately 40 shots. Which means we have 80 missiles. 80 Thunderbolt missiles. This fires 5 at once. Okay, guys? Now, if we have 80 missiles, that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. That's 10, 12. We can fire this weapon 12 times. That's not bad for a missile launcher. Especially for a one-on-one battle, that's not bad. if we wanted more punch and less stay power, we could increase this to a Thunderbolt 10 and increase the ammo by 1 and put another ammunition down here. See? One more Thunderbolt here. Move that and see if a Thunderbolt 10 will fit. Nope. We have to remove one. Now, we have the same amount of ammunition. We're firing 10 missiles instead of 5 in one shot. Okay, which means that we only have 80 shots, 80 missiles. So we can only shoot 8 times. 8 times we can only shoot, which means each and every shot has to count. Every shot made is absolutely crucial with this build. And when you're one-on-one, you don't have the time to sit there and panic. You just want to fire things and make them do damage. You don't have time to lock on. So each and every shot you deal has to do damage. So having little ammunition with bigger weapons is better. So having LBX AC-10, it would pay to remove one more ammunition from here and add a bigger LBX AC to it. Now this is LBX AC-10. So now let's see if we can find LBX AC-20 that fits. Nope. It won't fit. If we put an LBX AC-20, we don't have enough tons to support it. Even by taking one ammo out, we still don't have the support for it. So we're putting ammo back in. Now we have a larger Thunderbolt missile launcher, launching more missiles. Okay, guys? We have the same amount of missiles, which means we're going to have less shots. Okay, guys? But we don't need more shots because there's only 1 versus 1. Because I have the Solaris 7 mix, I have no intention of going nuts. All I'm using the Solaris 7 mix for is in case they ever get the 1-on-1v1s back. And obviously they're road testing it right now. So, let's try our luck in the 1v1 using the Solaris 7 mix. Hopefully this might work. I don't know exactly if this is going to work. We could try it. 2 million it's going to cost the C-Bells. That's fine. Pay it. Looks fine to me. Armor is good. Okay. Laser is good. Heat sinks are very good. We have a lot of heat sinks. 1, 3, 5, 7. 7 heat sinks. 7 heat sinks. That's not bad. That's some good heat management. Let's see. Heat management. Max efficiency ratio is 2. We're at 1.55. Okay, guys? Now, according to this, we can't hold the weapon, we can't hold the button down constantly. The heat's going to go up a little bit, according to this. 2 is the maximum heat efficiency you can ever have in a mech, period. Okay, guys? We have 1.55 out of 2. So our heat efficiency is good. But of course, it's not perfect. So we have to be very careful with the large lasers. Okay, guys? Now, grouping the weapons is going to be very crucial. The lasers, we have to be very careful with the lasers. Okay, guys? What we're going to do is we're going to put the lasers on our main mouse buttons here. Button number 1 is going to be 2 large lasers. Button number 2 is going to be the medium lasers. I have 5 buttons, by the way, on my mouse. Now, button number 3 is going to be my LBX AC-10. Button number 4 is going to be my Thunderbolt. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5. I have a 5-button mouse. So the 5th button I usually never use. 5th button is basically I can push it at any time. It's easily accessible to my hand. I'll give you an idea what mouse I'm using. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 buttons. That's it. That's all. I got 5 buttons on this mouse. That's all I need. All you need is a button that, all you need is 4. 4 groups and you're done. Okay, guys? So, button 1 and button 2 are the things that generate heat. Buttons 3 and 4 do not. Okay, guys? So if they're in your face, heat's picking up, switch to buttons 3 and 4. And back off. Don't get in their face. Okay, now, because this is a Solaris mech, Solaris mechs are sort of not your average mechs. They are rough, they're battle damaged, they're chipped, they have advertisements all over them. That's just the way it goes. In fact, let's put another advertiser on there. Let's see. What can we put on there? Armor, we have enhanced guidance systems. I don't think we have the armor. And I believe the ammunition we have. Enhanced guidance systems you don't have. Although we don't really need it on this one. That's fine. A sponsor's a sponsor. That's fine. We'll put it on there. It's kind of small. So you squeeze it on somewhere. Maybe we can put it right there. That's a good place for it. Okay, let's change the color. There you go. Now, go back to decal. Another sponsor. It's an assault. The assault don't have jump jets, so we're not. They're not gonna want to sponsor us. That might work. Let's put that front and center. Now let's go back up to this. Find a better space for this one. Let's see. Where can we put you? How about... Well, we could put you down here. Yeah, we could put you down there. That works. Which means we can put the jump jet fuel down there because that's not really that's not really a prime spot. Okay, now let's change the color. Okay, now we're good. Sponsors, we're good. Bolt-ons. Should we put one on? Do we have any weapons on here? Well, we could put the chainsaw on there just for shits and giggles. I don't think I have enough mech credits for a chainsaw. Although that would be really funny though if we did put one on there. Of course, we'd never put a flag because when you're in the Solaris arena, there are no houses. You're independent. So, although I want to put the chainsaw on this thing, I don't think it would fit. So, I don't think I have enough for it. So, I think we're gonna skip the bolt-ons. See, it would look really awesome if we had it on there, but I don't think we could put it on there. Yeah, see, I don't think we could put that on there. Although we'll put favorite, so we'll put that as a favorite. So. Because that really is something I really like. I like the chainsaw. I really would like to see that in action, but of course it doesn't work. It's just for show. But if there's nothing on that, if that mech has no, if that arm has no purpose, then of course, just for show, put something on there. At least it'll look nice. If anything, it would look nice. So, okay, so we're ready. Now let's go back in the event queue and let's try again. Of course, let me warn you guys again. When it comes to one-on-one battles, that's not my strong point. I work better as a team, not one-on-one. So, I'm not a one-on-one specialist. I don't thrive on it. I work better as a team. So team battles are my strong points. These are not my strong points. But it's fun to participate in something like this. It's a pleasure to participate in something like this. Hear the crowd?
Reactor
that?
online. Sensors online. Weapons
Hear the crowd in
online.
the background? They're cheering.
All systems nominal.
It's a coliseum. People are watching.
Command, eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
See, now instead of dropping us, now people are cheering because they're happy. There's something, something's going on. Now here's the thing. Trying to play it smart. Instead of just going balls to the wall, I'm trying to play it smart. Ah, see? He's trying to do the same thing I'm doing. You can meet him. See if I can meet him halfway. My God, my core is already screwed up.
Critical damage.
Command, control the surface. Can anyone read?
No mas. But I didn't overheat. I did not overheat, which is a start. My one-on-one tactics need to change. Because this game does not specialize in one-on-one, I therefore don't know how to play one-on-one. This game, I don't know how to play one-on-one in this game. I've been playing this game since it started. I was a beta tester. The Solaris 7 one-on-one was only a thought. It's added in the game. It's in the game's code, but they never unlocked it. So they're unlocking it only. They're unlocking this game mode only as a special event. Instead of making an official game mode, it's a special event. So if enough people play it, that special event, they might unlock it permanently and it'll show up right there. So I'm urging you guys, whenever you see event queue, as soon as you can, jump in almost immediately. Got me? It can't hurt. There's nothing to lose. See now, having less ammunition worked better. Because, honestly, I wasn't able to be alive that long. To even fire a lot of ammo. I wasn't alive that long. Of course, my armor is maxed out. Completely maxed out. So that's not the problem. What the problem is that they got the first shot. So I cannot allow myself to get in the position of them getting the first shot. I need to receive the first shot. In order to do that, I need to work on my skills. Skills are very important. This mech is to be used for one-on-one purposes. Obviously, its heating and cooling are taken care of. Armor is taken care of. Missiles. This we are going to remove. Now, the speed. Probably could use a bit of a speed tweak. Yeah, we could use a speed tweak. There you go, speed. Torso twist. Yes, please. Torso pitch. You're no. Not worried about that. Let's see. That's all we got. And that's all we need. 5. Now let's see if that makes a difference. Now, we worked on it a little bit. Okay, we tweaked the skills a little bit. Now we can go back in here. Now the lasers separate worked out really well. We didn't overheat immediately. What happened was that we didn't get the shots we needed because of the placement of my mech. I allowed him to bait me. He was faster than I was, so he was going back and forth, back and forth. I was unable to do that because I was slow. He was faster. So he baited me into following him, and I followed him. Because he baited me, I ended up dying, of course. That could pose a problem. So this happens. This type of thing happens. Especially when you're not used to playing one-on-one like I am. I'm used to playing with teams and lances and going out there working together as a team. My mechs are prepared to work together as a team. Playing one-on-one in this game is not my strong point. So that's why I'm going to lose every time. But these lasers right here are perfect if I can catch this guy from long distances. These extended range missile lasers will help. Thunderbolt will help. This is only good for close quarters combat. Okay? So when he's in my face like he is, the reason why I keep dying is because I have all long-range missiles. I have all long-range weapons. So, because in this game, I'm used to playing the long-range game. I'm not used to getting in people's faces. I'm used to playing the long game. The long game is staying back, shooting people from a distance, and zooming in real quick. So obviously he knows I'm going to end up on one side. He's going to come in through the other and shoot me from the side. What I tried to do is at first I was going to go the other way. And we end up eventually we would have ended up on separate sides. And we would have ended up going down the middle anyway. Alright, let's see if they even have Solaris Arena in the test modules. Let's see. They probably don't. They probably don't. But you never know. So you can find the test module. Test module is extremely hard to find. Oh, never mind. It's right there. Okay, we're looking for what was it? That was the Steiner Coliseum, I think it was. They have the Free Worlds Coliseum. This is in Solaris 7. I do know this. This is the Free Worlds Coliseum is in Solaris 7. This is the Solaris 7 Coliseum. I have a funny feeling that they don't have. That's not going to be an everyday level. So this is the Coliseum from Solaris 7. The only difference is that they adapted it to fit not one-on-one gameplay, but team gameplay. This is pretty much what the Coliseum does look like. See, there'll be banners and stuff like that. See, there'd be blimps with advertisements. There'd be fireworks going off here. Normally, with Solaris 7 game pack, yeah, see, they do. There's the house banners. That's House Davion. All the house banners are located all around the Coliseum. See? All the house banners. There's Marek down there. There's Davion. Red, I think. Don't remember red. Let me go up there and find out. I do know pink or fuchsia would be House Marek. Free Russell Hog is blue, I think. Free Russell Hog is light blue. Oh, this is the Draconis Combine. AKA how's somebody else? I call them the Draconis Combine. But they're really called house something else. I forgot. So this is Draconis Combine. Right there. The dark red. That's Free Russell Hug. See? That's Free Russell Hug. The light blue. House Davion. See, now they have House Marek banners on this blimp. They have Free Russell Hog banners on this blimp. They have Draconis banners on this blimp. And they have Davion banners on this blimp. This is obviously the Solaris 7 Free Worlds Coliseum, one-on-one Coliseum. That's what this is. This was adapted for the team gameplay. So this is...
Target acquired.
Okay, now you see how long it took me to lock onto that? That's not good. Watch. I'll have somebody killing me by now. That's not good. That's not good at all. It shouldn't take this long. See, now watch. Let's see how long it would take me for the overheat. It's holding at 30%. Still holding. Still holding. So I could technically hold these two buttons down and would never overheat. No, maybe. The Thunderbolt generates heat. LBX AC generates a little bit of heat. Now if I stop and just fire these two, it goes down. But not a lot, a little bit. If I just fire the medium missile and LBX, it starts to go down considerably. So now we know, so this and this generates the most heat. Okay, guys? This and this generates the least amount of heat. It's always, when you're doing one-on-one battles, it's always good to know what weapons generate heat the most and what generates heat the least. Always good to go into these testing grounds just to test things out. Okay, now let's say we're one-on-one, okay? Heat of battle, okay? We're worried about, we're gonna try and hit him heavy. Okay, we're on top of
Target destroyed.
and the crowd goes bonkers. There you go. How about that? See, already we're seeing progress. Not because I'm knowing what weapons to push and what weapons not to push. Medium and now medium, large, and missiles. Okay, guys? That will generate heat. To make the heat go down, medium and autocannon. Never all four at once. Because our heat index was 1.55, not perfect. Okay, guys,
Target
now
acquired.
generate heat. We're working on that. Okay, this is going to generate a lot of heat. Here we go. Ready? Now let's see. Let's arm. Target the arm. Target. Let's do everything all at once. Now, see, that's not going to work. Let's just fire the medium and the autocannon. See if we can get it to go down.
Target destroyed.
Okay, we killed him. There you go. Good job. And of course they laughed. So far we're doing pretty good. No overheat. That our technique worked. Fire the heat generators first and then fire the two heat reducers next. That should help at least alleviate some pressure. Okay, guys? That should help significantly. So in order to play this game, you have to learn to work as a team. When they throw wrenches like this in the mix, It's hard because when you're used to playing as a team for so long, you got to do one-on-one. You don't know what to do. So it's good to practice and figure out, gee, what can I do to make this better? Well, a lot of things you can do. Let's go back in and try it. We're just going to try. And that's it. Now, instead of just moving up as soon as we can, like we've been doing, we're going to try and shoot. We're going to try and zoom in and shoot them from a distance. Now, we're going to try and get some distance between us, because obviously they're going to go around the sides. So we're going to go around the other side. We're going to force them to shoot us first. If they shoot us first, then we can fire back.
Reactor
Because if
online.
they shoot us first,
Sensors
that means they're
online.
willing to expose
Weapons
themselves.
online.
If they expose themselves first,
All systems
that means
nominal.
we can take an extra hit,
This is command. Eliminate
And
all
really
enemies,
get them
no
hard.
matter the cost.
fire everything all at once, and do more damage. Then they'll panic and be panicked. Then they'll be all panicky and wonder, gee, what do I do now? Well, see, Solaris 7. S7. Told you guys, S7. S7 means Solaris 7. This is on the Solaris home planet. Sponsors these tournaments. This coliseum is in House Steiner's territory, because it's Steiner Coliseum.
Target acquired.
See that right there? Watch. See, we have a distance. We're forcing them to come to us. We're forcing them to come to us. See? Now we're gonna lace into them with everything we got. They overheated and so did we. Guess what? We're going right back at it.
Target destroyed.
Testing no more hostiles. Good job, soldier.
See, guys, we worked it out. I fired at the very last minute. I fired every weapon I had and held on tight. Knowing I was going to die, I figured I'm going to be dead anyway, so may as well. May as well get the kill. So to speak, got the kill. When you're doing one-on-one, you have to have one mech set up only for one-on-one battles, okay? Label it Solaris 7, okay? That mech in particular you only use for one-on-one battles, okay guys? One assault, one heavy, one medium, one light. One of each type. Name it Solaris 7. Okay? Do you know not to use that in team battles? Because there's not enough ammunition for team battles. But there's more than enough heat generation. Heat to deal with it. So now if I had let up on the large lasers, I would have been just fine. I wouldn't have overheated. The fact that I laced into those large lasers, that made me overheat. But he died. So I didn't have to worry about it. He was on death's door as it is. So the fact of the matter is, you have to know where to aim and where the weak armor is. And every mech that you come across, the weakest armor is always ahead. So if you're desperate in a one-on-one competition, aim for a head every time. Everybody always thinks aim for the core. That's fine. Sure, aim for my core. My core is 153 armor. Sure, aim for the core. Go right ahead. Punch through that core. I dare you. Go right ahead. Aim for the legs. That's fine. I don't move. I don't care if I move slower. I move slow as balls already. Have fun. Take my arms off. Okay, I still have my medium lasers right here on the core. So I don't care. My Thunderbolt missiles, I think, launch out of... My Thunderbolt missiles launch... I don't know. Oh, there, right there. There's my Thunderbolts, right there. There's the Thunderbolt missiles right there. Which means this is the autocannon. These are the medium lasers. Here. And here. Those are the large lasers. Here and here. Okay, guys. Think about this. I'll be right back. Somebody's calling me. 2 seconds. Okay, I've returned. Here we go. Yeah, someone was at the door. I was like, "Come on! I'm in the middle of recording for a stream. Somebody has to come. Somebody has to come at the door at this particular time." Of course, how are they gonna know I'm recording? They don't. Okay, now I'm back. You had a thought. Doing a one-on-one in this game is possible. I showed you. We lost the first game. We went back into the mech lab and we changed it. Now we named it, nicknamed Solaris 7. We know never to take this mech in one-on-one competition. Ever to take this mech in team competition, ever. As long as this mech says Solaris 7, it will never be taken in team competition. This is only for mech on mech competition. Got me? This mech is capable of wreaking some serious havoc, as long as you know how to play it. Now we still have tonnage left over. How can we possibly make the best of our tonnage? Now we could increase the tonnage by adding ferrofibrous or endosteel, but that reduces the slots. And our slots are already taken up. So we don't want to do that. What we could do is we could help ourselves by adding sensors. Now, targeting computers won't work. Advanced sensor package just might. Increase the sensor and tag laser range, zoom, and speeds up targeting data. Now increase the sensor range, increase the zoom range, which is that advanced zoom we have, speeds up targeting data. It does all that in that one package. This is worth its weight in gold. It really and truly is. We can get early warning systems easily with that. If that is the only slot we have left, I'm more than happy to put that in. If we know where they're going to be earlier, that's fine with me. In fact, they probably put that in. That's probably how they're able to, how some of these people were able to find it so quickly. They had that in their mix. Now that we have it in ours, we're good. The thing that does bother me though, there's no case. Here, there's absolutely no case. And that does bother me. It really bothers me, the fact there's no case there. I mean, you really have to do the best you can. So, now, if you think about it, we remove one of the LBX AC-10s and toss in another Thunderbolt. Maybe, just maybe, that might even things out. Because each of these is 23 shots. Each of these is 40. So this is twice the amount of ammunition. And we have 46. Two of these is equal to 46. 2, 4, 6, 8. 3, 6, 9, 12. So that's 120 shots of the LBX AC-10. Now we have 44, 8, 12. 120 shots of the Thunderbolt. We're almost even as far as ammo goes. Even Steven as far as ammo goes, which is good. We're not going to need that much ammo. In fact, that's too much ammo. It really is. It's too much ammo. Now, what we could do is, to be safe, we could take the Thunderbolt ammo out and put a case in there. Well, if we do that, then there's no point even putting the case in, because the case is for the ammo. So, see, now what hurts us is the fact that that's an XL engine. That's what hurts us. If we use a regular engine, we'd be better off. Let's see if we can put a regular engine in here. .300 standard engine? No, we're not gonna fit. Let's see if this fits. But by doing this, we're going to reduce the amount of heat sinks we have by 2. Which means the heat sinks we put in, if we take this engine out, we're gonna have faster speeds with more open slots. Put a double heat sink here. Put 1 case. And maybe a double heat sink? I don't know. Wait, no, 3 slots? Take up 1 double heat sink? No, that's... How many slots? 1, 2, 3. So that would be 1, 2, 3. 1 double heat sink, 2 double heat sinks. Again, no case. So there's no point. Just keep what we have. No point in using a light engine. Just keep what we have. Because the heat sinks that are coming out of this engine need to be put back into the mech. So if we lose the XL engine, we're gonna have 2 slots, 2 free up slots. Put 1 double heat sink here, and put a case in here, and we're gonna short 1 double heat sink. So our heat management level is going to go down. If we put the light engine in and go faster, heat management will go down. Think about that. Heat management will go down significantly. Which means if we do that, there's no holding buttons down constantly. Heat management, big time. Okay, the advanced sensor package is in. Okay, let's try it again. Let's see. House Merrick. Okay, let's check on faction play first, see what needs help. Of course, we're in mercenary form right now, so of course I'm not helping clans, so yeah, there's nothing going on. Okay. That's why there's no point even joining a house or a clan at this point, because they don't care about faction play. All they care about is one-on-one gameplay. All they want is this. That's all they want. All they want is this. And I don't like this. I just like playing quick play or faction play. But for some reason, everybody seems to like this. This seems to be very popular. See, there's no waiting. Instant gameplay start. That means that the amount of people queued up for this is insane. It's absolutely unheard of. The amount of people game playing this is unheard of. It truly is unheard of. Irby's in a trench coat. Nice name.
Reactor online. Sensors online.
Irby's
Weapons
in a trench
online.
coat. That's different.
All systems nominal.
This is command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
Okay, same thing we did before. Only difference is we're going to be able to spot them quicker. Now, we're 300 horsepower. Powering this behemoth, that's going to be a lot. So, I think we got left off.
Target acquired.
The fact that we have advanced sensors, we should be able to detect them a lot easier. They're not there. They are right. Oh, I think I spotted something. There.
Critical damage. Heat level critical.
That's fine.
Control the surface. Can anyone read?
Anybody that does this, that sucks because it can't aim for the head. So, this is a good tactic. Shoot everything. Keep doing this until your heat goes down. Then fire with everything you've got. Then make the heat go down. That's what you do. That's basically what you do when you have play other players. You don't understand, this is a map that only exists in the pre-beta version. Oh man, I remember this map. You're never going to remember this map. In the pre-beta version of this game, this map existed only in the pre-beta version. I remember this map, they had Solaris Coliseum, which belongs in Solaris 7. The Free Worlds Coliseum, which was Free Rosselhog. Technically, the Free Worlds Coliseum was Free Rosselhog. Davion Coliseum had... I don't remember ever seeing Davion Coliseum. I do know the House Merrick Coliseum was really awesome. That one we saw right there, that's a Steiner Coliseum. That belongs to House Steiner. So all the Coliseums all close to the middle of the map. Solaris 7 is dead smack in the middle of is a planet dead smack in the middle of the universe, right there. And the Solaris 7 Coliseum is absolutely insane. Solaris 7 Coliseum is insane. That's my favorite. I don't think they're ever going to show that one, though. That one is in the beta, but they might not show it in this one. I'm telling you guys right now. If I would understand, yes, putting the assaults in Steiner because of the Atlas, the Solaris 7 Atlas. House Steiner was the house that came up with the idea of having a coliseum where people can have friendly competitions when there's no war going on. That was House Steiner's idea. So Steiner obviously would have their coliseum first. So obviously you missed night 1. So night 1 was probably last night, which that was probably the fact that we're up to assaults and it's only day 2. Assaults is as big as you can get, unless they had lights day 1. It would make sense to have lights day 1, mediums day 2, day 3 heavy, day 4 assault. That makes sense. Obviously, if both sides are calling for help, they have nobody. So moving on. Now, if I was a loyalist right now, if I pledged my loyalty when I was a loyalist, if I indeed was a loyalist, but I'm not. Right now I'm a mercenary. I think I might go back next month. I think I might go back to being a loyalist. I was kind of hoping that being a mercenary, I might get more action. But apparently there's nobody really playing faction play, so I figure I'll go back to being a mercenary. If more people play faction play, then I will go back to being a loyalist. Okay, now let's go back into event queue and see what we can do. Okay, it's 8 p.m. We've been active for an hour, 29 minutes. Alright guys, we have 30 minutes left in our recording. I think this is going to be the very last battle we do. Keep in mind that this is March 21st, 2025. This event is on day 2 as of March 21st. This event is day 2. So, depends on when you're watching this, this event might be over. Keep this in mind. Solaris 7 is something that, this is not new. This is already in the game. They're deciding to resurrect it through an event, and that's it. Okay? I don't know how long this is going to be going on in reality, but I just don't know. I don't know how long this is going to happen. So you could listen very carefully. You could hear the
Reactor
crowd.
online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
I'll shut up. I'll be
All
quiet
systems
during
nominal.
the match. What I want you to do is
Command,
listen to the
eliminate
crowd,
all
okay,
enemies,
guys?
no matter the cost.
Okay, here we go. Listen to the crowd. See, I already got caught up in there and I died, so I know better never to go in there ever again. So and Atlas getting bottlenecked up in a tight place, not good.
Target acquired.
See, watch. We already see we already received a lock. We already received the target confirmation. That's one thing he probably doesn't have. We can fire our missiles if we want to. See? We can fire our Thunderbolt missiles.
Heat level critical. Central torso.
See, now heat level is critical.
Control the surface. Can anyone read?
I had the large laser on too high. I got desperate. I got desperate and had the large laser on too much. That was it. That was the thing. As you can see, one-on-one matches are not my thing. One-on-one matches are not what I do. So this is not really the type of thing that I am good at. Not the type of thing that I excel on. As you can see, they have fireworks going off and stuff like that, and they have a bunch of stuff going on. Match score. His was obviously better than mine, obviously. He had a much better match score than I did. I tried to play the long game, but that bit me in the ass as soon as I wanted to play the long game. That bit me in the ass real quick. Playing the long game in a one-on-one battle is not a good thing. That's why the amount of ammunition you have is not as important as the amount of armor you have and how fast you can deal the damage. Obviously, he had very fast weapons. I didn't have that. I had hard-hitting weapons, not fast weapons. Obviously, the Thunderbolt missiles are really, really good. But I have to have them locked and ready to go. He's basically behind everything. See, now I was in a good spot. What I should do is I should stay where I am and just move forward. That's what I should do. I should stay where I am and move forward. By doing so, by staying where I am and moving forward, that's going to cause him to go, you know what? Instead of going around, he's right there. I can just go right across. Therefore, I can actually lay heat down, missile heat, on him very easily. Don't have the missiles fly right away. Just fire lasers and guns at him from a distance. When he starts moving across, then get a lock on him and fire missiles at him. Then he'll realize he fucked up. And he's stuck in the middle of nowhere when I'm with a missile launched right up his ass. And he's forced to hobble across the battlefield to get to me. Meanwhile, I'm backtracking. I'm backtracking the other way, and no matter how, he can't go any faster. So he's never going to catch up to me as long as I keep hitting him. So that's how to play the long game with one-on-one battles. You have to be able to spot them and target them early in the game. The fact of the matter is, we, with the advanced sensors, are still able to target them by the time you get to my side. I should have been able to target him immediately. I think my way of doing that is if I start walking forward. Get a good target. Fire a missile and then back off. Make him come across the battlefield. Then I launch shit at him. I could do that. That's a plan. That is a plan. Coming up with me, I cannot just go in a battle and fight. I have to actually devote a plan in mind. I have to try and bait him into a trap. Now, in that battlefield, it's even. Not a lot of places to trap somebody. If you want close quarters combat, those launching points, perfect place for close quarters combat. When he got into my face, in that wide open area, I unloaded everything I had in his face all at once. I knew he was coming. I waited for him to come right to me. As soon as he passed me, as soon as I saw him, I unloaded everything I had right at his face. He didn't even twist the torso. He just fired at me. And that was it. I killed him. See, now the next guy that did it, I did the same thing. He was smart. He started twisting the torso like crazy. He immediately started twisting the torso. Constantly twist the torso. So I was aiming for the head constantly, and I was missing. Granted, the missiles were hitting, but that's it. So it's all about knowing what they're hitting. Either aim for the head or aim for the legs. Now, here's an idea. These are assaults. If you aim for the legs, you'll have their speed. If you hit both legs, the mech blows up. Why? Legs cannot hold up the torso anymore because they're both broken. So therefore, you win. So it's an idea. You can either try to take the legs out or try to take the head out. Never go for the core. The first guy that killed me took the head out. He probably aimed for the glass in one shot, and that was it. This guy that killed me, he probably killed my legs, because I heard like a creaking sound. There was probably one leg going out, and the other leg went out. And that's probably it. So, Aim for the head or aim for the legs. Obviously, I was peaked up above the hill, so he had a clear shot of the legs. So what I should have done was I should have hid behind the mountain and waited and baited him to come to me, and then let him have it, and kept backtracking across and I should have kept baiting him to come to me. That's what I should have done. I should have backtracked and kept firing with everything I had. I kept baiting him to come to me. But unfortunately, that wasn't what happened. So, plus he had a king crab. King crabs are not easy to find in the head because, well, it's one big torso. I don't know where the head is. So here, at least you know where the head is. It's right there. Well, you have to kill these. You have to shoot those two little holes. That's the head right there. All this is armor. There's no armor here. You shoot this, dead. So I mean, it's all about what you're playing, how you're playing it. It's all about strategy. It's about a lot of things, really. I mean, it really is. It's about a lot of things. It's about developing a strategy versus your opponent. A strategy that I'm not used to getting into. I'm used to playing this game from the very first time that MechWarrior Online was built, back before Steam got their hands on it. I played MechWarrior Online. Solaris 7 was a thought, but they never instituted it. Now, when they reintroduced it as MechWarrior Online Legends, or as they used to call it, MechWarrior Online Mercenaries, they never called it MechWarrior Online. In the old days, it was called MechWarrior Online Mercenaries, or for short, MechWarrior Online. Now it's MechWarrior Online Legends, for short, MechWarrior Online. I don't know why they didn't just call it MechWarrior Online. They had to give it a name. Probably because, well, Mercenaries, they probably just introduced Mercenaries. Now this one, they have legendary mechs that they're introducing. A lot of legendary mechs. A lot of mechs that were from the Star League days. For example, let's see. One mech that's considered legendary is this one. UMK9. This is considered a legendary mech. That's a legendary mech. Any hero mech? Any hero mech? Any hero mech? Or champion mech? Any of these guys are all considered legendary mechs. Now you know why they made MechWarrior Online Legends, because they wanted to introduce all these mechs. All these mechs are exclusive to this game. These mech variants were introduced during this game only. Now, obviously Solaris 7 mechs were not in this game. They're not in the previous game. They're gonna introduce in this game. even though Solaris 7 as a whole, I don't think was even a thing. So, I honestly don't think Solaris 7 was even considered. Let's check this one out real quick and see how this one would fare against a one-on-one battle. Now this one, heat index is 1.04 out of 2. Because there's a lot of heat sinks in here. Now this might do pretty good. This might do actually very well, actually. Actually, the armor is good. This just might work. Now, let's try this. Let's see. Let's really work on our heat generation levels. Let's see, how much can we squeeze? Can we squeeze any more? 5? Alright. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. That's all we got. Okay, this is the mech that I had chosen for one-on-one battles. As you can see, we have a chainsaw on there. I chose this one for one-on-one battles. I can take this one out if I want to. I don't really want to because of the fact that the cockpit glass is so big, all they have to do is just... And it's so easy. It's so, this mech has such an easy weak spot. It's really, really easy. And it bothers me. Now, the weak spot right there. I mean, it's no armor. It's just glass. All I have to do is just take one shot through that. Game over. So I have to constantly be doing this in order to prevent them from hitting that. And even then, that doesn't work. As soon as you twist the torso, glass, glass. The only way for them not to get, not to get hit in the head is there, and there's no weapons here. So all you can do is face them head on and die like a man. This is not good for one-on-one battles. This is not good. Definitely not that good. And I'll prove it to you. Ready? This is not good for one-on-one battles, and I'll show you why. Now this is faster. This is 3 times faster than the Atlas is, okay? This has better heat management than the Atlas does, okay? This is not very well protected. Atlas is. So this has a major weak spot. So we're going to die a lot quicker with this one.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is Command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
Okay, they're gonna come from that way. We're gonna go this way. We're gonna do the same tactic we did before. Okay, guys? You know we don't have missiles this time. What we do have is we do have Thunderbolt missiles like we did before. We do have ACs. We do not have the sensors like we did before. See? We do. So they're right there. See, now, I thought he was going to come around. Obviously, he's not. He's going to come back this way. See, now, what I want him to do is I'm baiting him to come near me. Because if he does, I'm going to lace into him with the Thunderbolts.
Target acquired.
Is it me or did my weapons or were my weapons not working? I don't think I hit him at all. The buttons I was pushing down, but the weapons were not working at all. I don't understand. See, now, I like that mech. That makes a lot of fun on one-on-one battles. Especially the fact that I put that chainsaw on. Because that arm is useless. It has no weapons on it. So if they blow that arm, I don't care. And they are gonna lace into that arm because they're gonna think that actually does something. When it really doesn't. It's just for show. I want them to waste shots on blowing that arm off because there's no weapons on that arm. If they blow this arm, I'm screwed. I got nothing. So I do not want them to blow this up. I want them to blow this up. So I'll put something menacing on this arm to make them blow it up. That's just my really sick reasoning. So I figured if I put a chainsaw on the arm that has nothing on it, then they'll want to blow that up. My mentality is attract attention to this. Divert attention away from this. And take all the attention off of this. I'd rather them destroy this and this. Or this, not this. Because this is a really big weak spot. And I think he just said, finally, end this. Fuck you, end this. And I think he just aimed at that. So I think that's how he killed me. So one-on-one battles with this game are, granted, they are fun, but no matter how much you expose weak spots, everybody else has a plan to expose it faster. I had some good strategies, but the strategies went completely out the window. Now, if you really think about it, my strategy in the beginning was pretty decent. Head there and wait for them to come to you. Fire long range and medium range weaponry at them. Then when they got up close, clobber them with everything. Now with this, it doesn't work. Because when they get up close and I clobber them with everything, this stares them right in the face and they go, this is going to be easy. At least with the Atlas, you had windows this big. And they had to shoot me here, and I was going like this. So they were like, oh, fine. They hit the torso. They hit the chest. And they aim for my chest, while meanwhile I'm aiming for their glass. So now, when this guy got up close, he went, the hell with this, the hell with this, the hell with this. I'm going ready for this. That's why I died. So this thing, I'm trying to have this menacing looking thing divert their attention. Obviously it's not working. So, back to square one. At least I don't think that. At least I don't think that's just a show. I don't know. That might actually do something. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I've actually never gone into a test battle and tried that thing out and actually saw if this thing did anything or not. Maybe we should try it for the hell of it. Don't shoot any guns. Just try to hack somebody's arm off with that thing. You know what? Let's try that. Let's try going into a battle with this thing. Let's try going into a Free World Coliseum battle with this thing. And let's see if we can try and find a mech. Try and see if we can hack its arm off with that thing. I want to see if that thing actually does damage. If it does do damage, I'll get right in their goddamn face. So now we have this at our disposal and this. That's it. That's it. Just those two. Now let's try. I think I messed up, and I don't think I put this. I don't think I put this particular mech in that battle. So I think I messed up. I hear something. I'm looking at the compass. I'm wondering if I passed. Right there.
Target acquired.
Okay, ready? Look at the percentage. Now, where's the melee weapon? The melee weapon is right. I think it's this arm. No, it's not doing anything. that's the laser. Nope. That chainsaw is completely useless. Nope, the chainsaw is useless. Just for show. Now we know, guys, that chainsaw is completely for show. It looks cool. That's about it. Okay, now, here's the thing. Will this thing be able to stand up a one-on-one battle? If I fire everything all at once, heat will build up very quickly. I fired right directly at the core. I overheated, but it destroyed them. So, granted, this thing is going to do damage, but to what end? I mean, I'm going to end up overheating. So, I hear something. I don't see them. Ah, there you go. Right there. What do we got? I think that's a medium.
Target acquired.
Cataphracts. Oh, this is a medium, I think. Not quite what I wanted. We're gonna aim right at the core. We're gonna give the mech the best chance. Oh, look at that. That's when you're aiming one-on-one, there's one mech you don't want to take. All this is not armor. That's all glass. That's armorless. No armor whatsoever. Nothing protecting you. This is dangerous. Right there. And to make matters worse, there's no core. You have to shoot this part of the legs. And this is the core. Right here. That little sliver right there. They're going to give this mech the best chance to survive. Give this mech the best chance of survival. Okay? We're going to try our luck with just the lasers on this one little sliver of a section. Didn't take long. Not quite what I had in mind. You know, when you fire all at once, it kills the heat index. It absolutely slaughters it. So, firing both at once is only recommended in desperate circumstances. Absolutely desperate circumstances. I hear something. I don't see it though. Ah. I think that's a light. Let's see. Zoom. It is a
Target acquired.
Okay, let's try everything all at once.
Heat level critical.
Nope, we overheated. Let's see if the ERPPCs are the problem with the heat. Let's see. Ready? Just the ERPPCs.
Target destroyed.
Yep. It's ERPPCs. It's not these. It's ERPPCs. So now we know that these can only be used on desperate circumstances. When they're firing in your face, yes, desperate circumstances, fire those PPCs. But don't fire them too much, then you might overheat. Even though a heat index is very low, they still generate more heat than you could dissipate. So come on, there's gotta be one more. There's gotta be one more mech over here. Come on, there has to be one more mech. Wait, I saw something. Ah. Is that a raven?
Target acquired.
That's a raven. Alright, now. Ravens. Ravens are light mechs. A raven does not have arms. And it doesn't. Let me show you guys something. Raven. That is an arm right there of a raven. Okay, guys? That's an arm. See? But the arm is also connected, directly connected to the leg. Sometimes. That's the arm. Now the torso. Right there. Now the leg, one leg. Now that's the minimum damage a mech can take before it's destroyed. Okay, guys? And if I destroy that leg, the mech will explode. In order to keep this mech alive longer, I have to go over to the other side and take out the other side now. If my goal is to keep this mech alive longer, I have to make sure I hit this next. Next to torso. Okay. Torso's done. Now, since we took out both the torsos, the center torso is now completely exposed. Pretty much do what you want with the damn thing. It's useless now. Now you can end it by just hitting there, and that's it.
Target destroyed.
See? But we could just save ourselves some trouble and just aim right for that, but what's the fun in that? I'm just basically showing you guys weak spots you guys can aim for. If you're playing this game, it's always good to know your weak spots. Know where you can target, where you should target. If you want to slow a mech down, hit their legs first. Okay, guys? That's the number one thing. When your goal is to slow a mech down, aim for a leg first, slow them down, and then you can continue on doing what you're doing. This way it'll take them twice as long to get in your face. Correct me if I'm wrong, but there's... I think that's it. I think that is it. Okay, let's duck out of here. So we can go back in. Okay, guys, last match. Here we go. Last match, and then we're gonna call it a stream. Like I said before, one-on-one is not. I don't consider one-on-one battles fun. The only reason why I'm doing it right now is to show you guys how it works. To show you guys how to set your mech up for one-on-one combat. Under no circumstances do you want to overheat. If you ever overheat in a one-on-one battle, you're dead. Instantly, you're dead. You may as well put the override on and fire until you blow up, because I'm telling you right now, if you don't blow up from overheating, they're gonna blow you up. So you may as well kill yourself. So, by the way, if you ever want to override, click the 0 button. That will allow you to override. Okay, now Banshee, Solaris 7. There we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, guys, this is it. This is the last game. Now, March 21st. This is a special event that's only going on for how long? I have no idea. As long as it says events there up in the top, should still be on.
Reactor online.
Check the event section of the
Sensors
game for
online.
details.
Weapons online.
But I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be forever.
All systems
So,
nominal.
at the time of this release, it is day 2. So, there is a group of people in this game that plays this game competitively. They have Mech-Arena Online competitions, and they actually have to hack this game illegally in order to access this area. In order to access all this you're looking at right now, they have to illegally hack the game in order to access all of this. So, right now, we're playing it legally right now. This is a special event through the game. They're running for a limited time only, certain mechs, and that's it. Of course, you can hear the crowd going nuts. Why? Because of what's going on.
Right torso critical damage.
Come in. Control the surface.
Of
Can
course.
anyone read?
I expected them to go the other way. They didn't. They stayed. I didn't expect them to do that. They sat there and waited. So, alright. Like I said, one-on-one competitions are not my strong point. I'm better with team battles. So that's what my mechs are prepared for. They're prepared for team battles. Now the 2 mechs I showed you, I prepared them for one-on-one battles. But my tactics are crap because this game does not have one-on-one battles. the people that are kicking my ass are all people that play the illegally hacked version of this game on a daily basis. And they've got this one-on-one thing down to a science. I don't. I don't, because the game's not available to me. That one-on-one feature is not available all the time. So naturally, I will not gravitate toward the one-on-one feature because it's not part of the game. It is now, but so many people have access to it now. I'm a beta tester. I learned on that. But we didn't spend months on end working on it. So we didn't have an opportunity to. They just asked us to look at it, try it, and give us their opinions. Then moved on to the next thing. When I beta tested the game, that was the rules. So we stuck with the rules. And that was it. Okay, guys. Thank you for joining me for video game updates. MechWarrior Online. Thanks for joining us. Please like, subscribe to the channel. Comment down below any comments you have. Don't forget, this has been recorded on March 21st, 2025. So this special event will only be available for, let's find out how long it's going to be going on for. This special event will only be available for see 3 days. 3 more days. Okay? Oh, there you go. Claim. We still have that to go. So, whoa. 2 million C-bills? Wow. 10 matches. I have to play 10 matches? Okay. When I'm done disconnecting with you guys, I'm going to continue playing this game and get that last reward because I want the 2 million C-bills. Okay, guys, this is where I say adieu. Have a good one. And we'll see you guys later. Don't forget to stay tuned for future videos. I might have more games planned for the future. For now, I'm sticking with what works. If you guys would like to see different game types, please post it down below in the comments down below. What games you would like to see me cover and why. Keep in mind the games I'm covering have to be free. Okay, because most of the people who watch my channel can't afford to buy the games. So they have to be free to play games. The games I cover have to be free to play. Otherwise I won't cover them. Okay, guys. Alright. I have no sponsor, so I'm not getting paid for this. So it has to be free to play. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and please share the videos if you like them. Just make sure everybody else sees them. Like, subscribe, click the bell notification to be notified when I upload. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful night.